Well, hey, one good thing about this pandemic is we're getting a chance to do some work on the building. We got a new window graphic behind me. Some guys are tearing up the floor in the library because they got to fix some stuff. You know, work's happening around here. How are you? Welcome to your Tuesday daily briefing. Now listen, if you took a stats class in high school or college, you know that a bell curve is a great way to represent a statistical spread. And you've probably seen a lot of bell curves. I mean, epidemiology charts kind of look like a bell curve. I want to show you a bell curve of Coram Deo Church's response to the pandemic. Here it is. 20% of you guys are like, we're all going to die. Another 20% of you guys are like, this is all fake news. Where's the pandemic? 60% of you are in the middle just asking, when can I get my hair cut? This is another way of saying what I said to you a few days ago, which is we're all experiencing the same circumstances, but we're experiencing them a little differently. And so wherever you are on this bell curve, you just need to recognize there's folks at a different place than you. And that's okay. That's part of what it means to be in community together. In today's daily briefing, I want to give you a sense of what you should expect. Everybody's putting out timelines for things. Hey, when's this going to start again? When's that going to start again? Let me give you my best case hypothesis of what life's going to look like, all right? So if you're asking, hey, when is coming to church at Coram Deo going to feel kind of like it did 3 months ago? Here's my answer. I think September 1. I think September is when church feels normal. I think May, June, July, and August are all various degrees of stepping back toward that normal. So I want you to hear from me. Part of our commitment is we want to get back to normal as fast as we can. But obviously we're going to be following local health directives, and there's some different things we have to put in place to try to make sure that we work our way back toward normal in a way that works for everyone. So you should expect that, hey, throughout the summer, we're going to be able to go to church, but it's going to look a little differently. And if you're a parent of kids, that means, hey, that what's available for your kids is going to look different. If you like going to church at 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock, maybe the service you have to prefer is going to look a little different. Obviously, there's going to be some social distancing in place, and that's going to look a little different. And I don't know what all those things are going to look like yet because they haven't all been given to us. But I'm just telling you based on what I as a leader am paying attention to, which is things like what are youth sports leagues doing? What are schools saying? What are colleges saying? What are local businesses doing? I'm trying to interpret all that data, and everybody pretty much seems to feel like, hey, by September, things are functionally going to be back to normal. There's a lot of colleges saying, hey, we're having normal classes this fall, but we're going to start late. So that's what's making me say, hey, I think September will feel normal-ish at Coram Deo. I think May, June, July, and August will feel like a slow, gradual shift back toward normal. And again, I'm not promising everything's going to be great with the virus. So those of you guys are like, well, there could be a second uproar. Yes, there could be. Lots of things could change between now and September. So do not hear this as a promise. Hear this as a prognostication. Hear this as me saying, here's what I think might happen. So here's what I can tell you for this Sunday. I checked the governor's recommendations, and again, the new rules and regulations don't kick in until May 4th, which is Monday. So that means for this Sunday, we're having FM parking lot church again right over here in the parking lot. So feel free to drive in your car. Feel free to turn on your FM radio. Feel free to join us in worship. We'll do that just like we have the last 2 weeks. And for those of you that aren't able to come or don't feel like you should come, we'll get that video up online as soon as possible so you can participate with us from afar and from home. All right? So I will see you Sunday right over here in the parking lot, preaching to your car again, and I'll see you tomorrow for another daily briefing.